into it. Our players are ready. Hope you guys are ready in chat. Let us know who you're cheering for. We got the French versus the boys from Down Under. I'm excited. That's a heavy banner to carry for TSM. Let's get into it.
No more waiting around. The conclusion of round one of Swiss about to get underway. As you mentioned, it's a lot of world champions stacked up against some heavy hitters of their region. TSM, what have you got to show at the Raleigh Major? And Vitality, starting off with a fake kickoff and almost into the net immediately.
Yeah, and game one brought to you by Progressive, and we are seeing progression already by Vitality, not slowing down a bit with that early offense. But TSM, how are they going to unite together against a team that's been able to build a lot of synergy, be able to replace that third, and how much better are they going to look globally after really, I would say, struggling in EU, but meeting a lot of tough challenges. That region is stacked, though.
Ooh, excellent job taking this 50 through one, keeping it close, just a little soft chip to get through Super Locky, and Amphis, he was ready to go defend high on the backboard in case he needed to because he had zero boost, but Zen adjusting nicely, getting horizontal, going flat into the box, and just goes right through him and under him.
Yeah, you just can't let Zen generate power, have any time on the ball. I really want to see TSM be the bees, the wasps that are just going to buzz around, as Exotic was looking for a high 50 to dunk on those members of TSM in the net. And it's not even over yet. You're not out of the woods. It all depends on this touch from Amphis, and Zen keeps the rally going. Exotic with the drop down to Monkey Moon, or a shot of its own. Too much to look at for TSM, and 2 goals for Vitality.
The panic. They see Exotic go up the back. They miss the demo in the box, and they say, oh no, it's a pass or it's in or something, and they just put it in their own net. I mean, the panic early on is brutal. That's the type of pressure Vitality's coming out here with, and already TSM feeling the heat.
There's been a lot of excitement for what TSM are able to do, especially like Kaka with his run with EWC, but TSM are looking to generate an offense of their own. First time in the orange half, and Kaka's just completely surrounded. Super Locky up next, 50 by Monkey Moon. Amphis swinging to the corner, can't generate a good enough bounce. Plus, Team Vitality are always in TSM's face.
Nice job here from TSM, forcing possession back in their favor. It's an excellent demo from Exotic. Try and get possession back. Monkey Moon slips by one. Kaka up early. Monkey Moon, can you get this one on target? Not quite. He'll just steal the boost and dip out.
It was good for Amphis to dodge the upcoming demo and to just find himself in a 1v2 and still keep Team Vitality at bay. And that's now a lot of power. Kaka's going to be on the back end, and Exotic catches it in the midfield, so Vitality have time to grab some boost. Amphis can't receive the pass, and being able to catch Vitality on the back foot would be ideal.
Yeah, Amphis knew that ball was coming, but he didn't know exactly where it was coming, and unfortunately it went straight at him, so it was pretty awkward for him to try and hold on to, and he knew it probably wasn't worth taking a shot on target that was just going to get saved and likely countered, so just decided to cut his losses, give the ball up, and try and reset on defense here.
Kaka has Amphis at the front, a double commit from Vitality and forced over to Amphis, but sees Zen and decides to back off. I respect it, but Team Vitality, sometimes the play turns around on them, but they're always ready to support each other and always have a third back.
And Zen, that 1v1 composure as well, not getting baited into a potential challenge as Exotic almost smashes it into his own goal, thankfully just wide as Kaka floats one out. Amphis with pressure. Super Locky wants one in the left side as well, and Vitality rallying nicely to the defense of their net.
Oh, good catch, but Kaka needed to get rid of it, especially with Exotic coming at him like that with the pre-jump. So Zen immediately ditching the ball too. Just TSM can't get a challenge before Vitality get rid of the ball. So here's Kaka with a dribble to the corner, and Super Locky too late to assist, and Amphis is the last one back, leaves the net open.
I can't really fault TSM too much for trying to squeeze this here because they are down 2. They want to try and be aggressive and try and keep Vitality backed up into their own half. That's why you see that guy out of the midfield jam it so hard and try and take that 50 at the top of the box, and unfortunately just lost it clean and left his third man out in a 2v1 and couldn't hang with it.
Yeah, TSM are getting outclassed right now, just not even able to comfortably get to that orange half to do something. But wait, what is the Amphiss?
Okay.
He's got a reset, he fakes it and leaves it! Gets it to the post, but the post's not on his side. And Monkey Moon will have to leave it to someone else to defend, and Zen makes the save just when you thought it was in!
So irritating. Beautiful couple of attempts there from TSM, and that was across the box and just able to get tipped out. Super Lucky now is going to need a little bit of help to get this one to safety. Zen cuts left and a little slow play and popped over, and good save from TSM, but the attack will stall out. Vitality looking to put 4 on the board and really put this one out of range.
NRG put 1 on the board against Gen G. A little update in the top right on the mainstream, but focusing now on this last minutes. Monkey Moon running out of boost, and you see Zen trying to knock Amphiss out cold just to make sure that the play can keep going. They can have a safe drop, but how can TSM really connect on these long passes? It seems to be the play, and really all eyes are on Amphiss to finally get TSM a goal.
Nice bit of dribbling from Super Lucky. Monkey Moon, that's a decent challenge, but look at how quick Amphiss is able to just pop up there, take a chance, and say, look, man, I got nothing to lose. If I don't put this on, we're just going to end up losing slower. So TSM keeps themselves alive here with 41. You need a good kickoff. They find one. Kaka cuts it. That one's off the post and out.
Oh, you're not going to get more chances like that, unfortunately, for TSM, as Exotic kills so much time, allowing that secondary to push up, and that was Zen right below him, and so many offensive options for Vitality. Solo plays, good passes, Monkey Moon with a low shot, saved by Super Lucky, follows up well, plays the 50 against Exotic, robbed away, though, as he's going for a solo play on his own, almost found the bouncer, but Kaka catches the lip of it.
Exotic just seeing if he could get a cheeky one at the end there with a pogo, looking for some backboard taps. As Exotic, he actually kind of got to scramble a little bit here. I think well aware of the boost situation. Vitality will close it down. Maybe one for the road, pending a little bit of help. Kaka and Amphiss, little miscue, and bink. Thank you.
Wham bam, thank you. Vitality, how they play against each other, so I think there's some catching up that TSM have to do, but it's something that they will be able to bring into game 2. So we enter that now with a Vitality, headstrong, and of course a lot of confidence exuding as Exotic wants to get under this ball, plays the 50 as best as he can because Zen is by his side, and that's the trust that Vitality have as TSM scramble to make way, and it's the red carpet soaked with blood, all thanks to Super Lucky, even trying to bump Zen, forcing him in the air, and Vitality keep it out.
No, I think it's a pretty good plan from Vitality as well to actually cede possession from Zen sometimes, because I want Zen to be attacking with as much space as possible in the air, really let that control flourish. And he doesn't really feel quite as effective when he's attacking from just this midfield line. But you let Exotic take that, force the double tap, but now Zen is controlling a clear from maybe 3/4 of the pitch, and that man needs space to get his work done.
Yeah, TSM are sometimes standing by and watching how the play develops and have had a good measure to counter it, but like you said, don't want too many seconds. It's been a good balance for TSM so far, able to trade blow for blow when it felt more offensively one-sided for Vitality in game 1. A lot more life from TSM. Super Lucky, though, is getting locked up in the corner, so Kaka gets his revenge. Now the ball to the blue half, where Vitality are ready to strike.
Exotic gave his life for that clear, but is it going to mean anything? TSM actually rallied pretty fast. Amphiss looking for the solo effort. Zen really trying to get his bearings in the net after making a stop, and thankfully his 2 teammates find a beauty of a clear. TSM, excellent job keeping the ball tight. It gives a little bit of room for Vitality to come forward, but now Super Lucky's starting to get sticky. Not letting the ball away from him if he can help it.
Yeah, Super Lucky's so good with those arrow dribble bumps, but this time didn't make contact with Vitality. Know how to play around that. They know how to play against physical teams. They play in Europe after all, but still a 0-0 game after some time. So not a beatdown, very much a chess match. And I think you know all about that, Cheers, but Zen is gonna dodge Kaka, leaves Exotic, and right to the back of the net.
Nice bit of placement from Exotic. This is all about just reading the 50 properly. It takes a great line to stay outside the 50. Zen always trying to directionalize any 50 out to the right off the sidewall for Exotic. It ends up falling right into his lap, and nice power shot left side. Vitality out in front early again.
Now, just watching previous matches, it was how does Monkey Moon and Exotic find themselves in the puzzle piece, in the rotations? Who's going to be up to enable Zen? Who is just going to lead that charge? And how many different looks can we see out of Vitality? And they have fixed any doubts, I think, coming into this global, if you had any at all. And I'm sure the fans have always been behind Vitality, but TSM double commit to send it on a strong clear and double for Kaka and finished by Amphis.
Yes, sir, Amphis. Just go drop the hammer on him. You double committed out of your own half, but you got back to the ground quickly, and more importantly, Kaka found one heck of a double tap to get that one back into the mix. Amphis not giving up on it, didn't rotate out to go get boost, stayed aggressive, lurked in the box, found a good put-away chance, and TSM leveled it up.
Super lucky, Dribble can't get under the ball, was playing the 50 against Monkey Moon, keeps it in the midfield, but TSM playing tighter so they can keep following up and take this really inch by inch, take it slow, force Vitality to play at their pace. And a slower one, as TSM have been able to expose mistakes from other teams before, but Vitality have not left them too many gaps. Kaka maybe spawning again, but Monkey Moon headfirst into everything. Monkey Moon will always steal possession away from TSM. He has been a thorn in their side, but TSM have kept this play alive as Monkey Moon will try to force the left side where his teammate is, but TSM were ready.
That was a gorgeous shot from TSM, and I am astounded Vitality kept that one out. Super lucky as far as I'm concerned, got robbed. Heck of a defensive play. Zen towards the back wall denied, and Vitality now seeing if they can find a way through this TSM setup.
TSM already looking a lot more volatile, a lot more lethal. 1-1 game as Vitality needs some insurance. Need to show him how it's done. Exotic gets demoed back, and it has to be Zen that protects the net, and the pass in a 1v2, and it's Vitality that make these amazing saves, and it's a counterattack that at least TSM try to escort the ball away while still maintaining speed and precision.
Oh no, that's a big whiff. That's gonna let Vitality get set for so much, and Zen's just gonna break right through the... Oh my gosh. It all goes back to one whiff. Can you believe that? Super Lucky's thinking, it's okay. Amphis got the flip reset. I'll just go deny this corner boost real quick, and then it's in his net. That's crazy.
That is tough. A dunk to shatter hearts of TSM, but not over yet. Less than a minute. And it's a kickoff to let TSM think of things, to get resources, but you don't want Team Vitality to start air dribbling towards your net. That's where they get physical. That's where they get lethal. As Zen was looking for bumps, they're all three back, and Vitality will not be threatened, not by OCE, unless Amphis has something cooked up, but Super Lucky was stealing boost from Vitality, not making gaps into the net, so Vitality will keep this at bay.
Oh, whoa.
Till?
Super lucky, just you never expect the old do-nothing dribble. You just kind of drive under the ball and pop it forward and see what happens. Unfortunately, not quite enough. 10 seconds, what do you got, TSM?
Vitality just have to kill some time here and not choke. Zen is back in a secondary as well as TSM unite in the air, but a swat down gives Vitality match. Swiss, so that's exciting to see. TSM playing as close as they can within one, but we'll see if Vitality can close it out cleanly. Every win matters as Kaka is just sending it. Super lucky depends. Demos opens up the net, but Monkey Moon dependable as usual at the back.
And the bump as well to really get TSM out with the pass forward. Kaka, that's a great cut. Vitality looking to keep the pressure on, and TSM looking to have short memories.
And maybe you'll spot a Monkey Moon eye roll every once in a while, but I still think he's having a great series, and they've looked better than ever. Now Zen can be in the air comfortably. Super lucky, and Kaka at the back trying to intercept when the moment is right, and so they have. It took several minutes for Vitality to generate that first goal, but how about this high shot from Exotic? Just a little too high at that point as TSM trying to get the shovels and scoop themselves from 6 feet under, and Zen from the top rope, Kaka clears.
Man, that was a really nice pass from Monkey Moon, but boy, did it have some heat on it. And I don't and that one's also got some mustard. The nasty ground pinch. Zen's like, guys, these passes are too hot. I'm good. I'm not that good.
Well, the fans would tell you he really is that guy, but wait a minute, that's just a floater, and just there's blood everywhere. Demos, TSM missing in action, and Kaka trying to respond, but that gives a moment for Vitality to storm the trenches with all three marching down the field as TSM are able to slow Vitality down. They don't let them get away with too much crime. But the real crime would be if Vitality could actually score here. There's a bit of bouncing going on. Amphis stays in the net after a shot from Exotic, but you can't let that keep happening.
Zen got a little bit of work to do here in the midfield, and actually surprising to see Monkey Moon go there and squeeze into the corner with 0 boost. Very fortunate that he found a bump to buy a little bit of room, but Vitality playing with a little bit of fire there in the 0-0 game, and it's actually not going to work out. Super Lucky breaks out, TSM on the board first.
Just Amphis ditching that, seeing the bump from behind, knowing someone's on his tail, and setting up Super Lucky, which looked almost uncontested, and making sure you are able to convert, because that's what TSM are so good at in their region, is putting up easily double-digit shots, but accuracies and how deadly they can be. Going for quality opportunities, not quantity, is what I wanted to see out of TSM at this global event, and so far it's been looking good. To get the first goal against Vitality, I think is an accolade in itself, but maintaining that is a whole other challenge.
Oh, nasty hop for Exotic, still breaking through the midfield line. Do you go for the bump? What do you do here? Exotic just kind of gives up on the play a little bit and is going to have to walk back and have his teammates buy him a pretty decent chunk of time.
It's Kaka needing some time, but the low 50, Monkey Moon, he's been really good at being physical in front of the ball. Vitality just dwindle the chances from TSM. Always that delay that Monkey Moon creates allows Vitality to rotate back and always have someone there, but almost striking through TSM. That's getting pretty close. Vitality, less than 2 minutes to find that equalizer, and this is feeling like a whole other ball game. Look at Amphis go.
Yeah, he's doing a great job trying to keep the pressure on Vitality at the midfield line, and what a difference it makes to be playing from the lead instead of behind it. Vitality, the ones now having to prove that they've got the firepower to break through and not just relying on the dynamics of an even ball game. Double commit from Vitality. Kind of awkward considering how easy that play was to make, so something weird going on in the communication somewhere.
I guess I was about to say it felt like Vitality had found each other's roles. Like, they know where they slot in, and if those wires get crossed, I'd rather that than hesitation. But Monkey Moon, anything but that. That was a beautiful double, but an even better save out of TSM as Zen wants to float this over to Monkey Moon, but Kaka gets in the way. Good disruption. TSM need a clear. Vitality wait in the midfield. Zen is back as Kaka dribbles it over to Amphis. Shot not on target towards the post, and now you got Zen carrying with a reset right on the net, and helped in by the rest of the squad. We're tied.
And once again, who is it but Exotic? Just tracking there. Bam! 0 boost in the, 2 boost in the tank. Following Zen all the way up the field, ready to take the 50 no matter what. What an equalizer.
Get it right, Chiefs.
My bad. Can't read.
Numbers are hard for our resident banker. 33 seconds, though. TSM have the chance to do the funniest thing. Take a game off Vitality. Any slip up here could be disastrous, and it's Vitality that are generating some pretty powerful shots. But wait what Amphis can do. It just pinches out to Exotic. Oh, a low save from Super Lucky, but it's not a good enough clear. Monkey Moon has got the whole squad jumping on a good way. Double commit back to Exotic. Sent from behind the net looking for bumps, and somehow TSM could be forcing OT. But Exotic's not done yet. Just right off the corner.
Oh, he missed the bump.
Shot. Exotic not making contact on the bump.
Oh, and Monkey Moon, you can see the disappointment. He's like, come on, bro. I just shot it dead red. All you had to do was hit him. And definitely a little frustrating, but they actually get the ball right back off kickoff. Exotic not quite through one cleanly. Kaka able to get a hand on it. Zen forced to dump it, and OT picking up right where regulation ended. Vitality pressing.
Oh, yeah, hitting the ball is one thing. Hitting a car, woof, that's difficult.
It's hard. Especially when they know you're coming.
Yeah, right? Super Lucky Kaka just crossing their wires here, trying to turn this play on its head, and there is Zen just paving the way.
16
being that
boost.
spark plug. Good demo to just keep TSM humble. But hey, if anything, it's Vitality that should stay humble in OT against TSM. It is time to wake up and finish off this series the way everyone expects you to do. Either way, it's Monkey Moon. Oh, look at this double pitch too with Exotic, and now they have to readjust, but it's still not a moment TSM can punish.
Yeah, Vitality really need to get their feet set here and make sure they don't concede a silly one just because they want to close it out.
All right, the demos, Vitality are not scared to take you out of the game if they can't beat you at it. And even good denials on the potential setups from the backboard
There
from
it is. That's gotta be
Vitality.
it.
TSM, no, still deny, but Monkey Moon is trying to shine. Couldn't bring the ball low against Kaka as Zen with high towards the ceiling. Super Lucky escorting it out, but right into the lap of Exotic
Chip.
with demos in the net.
Top
The
left.
smoke's there. Kaka, this is your moment. Pitches it out, collected by Exotic, and TSM have to start from scratch, almost 2 minutes in OT, and Zen continues to be the final boss, both on offense and defense, and sends it far and away.
What a stand defensively from TSM so far, and Amphis wisely just up and around his own corner, surveying the field. Breaks through one, controls the midfield as well. TSM starting to really get a decent grip on the pitch.
And Exotic just killing this ball in the corner. Amphis breaks through before Vitality could recollect themselves. A lot of protection. Zen won't let it drop down as Exotic hopes to get nicer second touch. Can't get the reset, so TSM just all over him like butter on toast. And it's not
free ball.
contact from Monkey Moon, but at least Zen is dependable at the back. Amphis will still beat Zen, and it's Monkey Moon that this double touch could be important, and Kaka's always there.
Amphis giving way to Super Lucky. Honestly, a little bit lazy there from Super Lucky. Didn't have anybody in his face and just kind of smashed it up the field right into the waiting arms of Vitality. Need a little bit of comms, free ball or something, as that's lower right-hand side denied by Kaka. Monkey Moon keeping the pressure on in the corner, getting physical now. TSM starting to get a little bit scrappy trying to keep Vitality out.
Amazing disruption. But can you punch back, TSM? There's so many hits you can take before you got broken teeth and a black eye. 3 minutes into OT, though. Not a lot of people can say they've pushed Vitality to this edge unless they are from Europe. And it's TSM that are just playing cat and mouse, except they feel like the mice right now. They're just always behind and trying to be in front of the ball to keep Vitality out. But finally, Monkey Moon will be there for Vitality when they need him the most.
Look at this ball just stick to him. What a catch. And then timing the 50 perfectly. The hit off of Super Lucky's car. He uses that little tip of the ball going up to create the angle for his perfectly timed flip to power shot it into the goal. Monkey Moon, you are a devious man. And a well-deserved closeout to the